Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome back to another stream today. Hope you're all doing fantastic. We'll see who's going to get first in chat today. We're here at about 2 p.m. My time, so pretty good time to be here. Yesterday, wow, I don't even know where to begin about yesterday. We cannot simply just show up here on a stream and pretend yesterday didn't happen. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Thank you guys so much for helping me hit that goal. The words can't describe how thankful I am for that. So just thank you oh so much. I don't want to spend too much time talking about that today. I want to give you guys a good stream, but I just want to say thank you so much for that. That was amazing. We're gonna have Mint in chat first. What is up, Mint? Welcome. PJ, Sky, Amanda. All right, so today, guys, we are going to be talking about a second fear routine. We don't really word it that way very often, right? We don't really word it that way very often. We don't call it a routine. But here recently, I've been thinking about it as such, right? And I've been using that word more often, but we've not really done a stream on that topic. So that's what I want to do today. Are you stuck in a negative second fear routine? We're going to be talking about how to identify that, right? How you can answer that question, yes or no, and little steps that you can take to try to get out of that routine and to mix it up a bit. So, am I stuck? Yes. Can I break out the cycle? Absolutely. Congrats on the roof repair. Yes, thank you, Mint. Like I said, I did not want to just come on here today and pretend like yesterday didn't happen because, holy crap, just absolutely amazing. Thank you guys so much for the love, so much for support. Happy to be here. That just really blew me away. Thank you guys so much. If you missed that, the stream is still up on the channel. I'm going to leave it up. You can go check that out and watch that. It was quite amazing. Words, like I said, words just can't describe. So if you missed that and you want to check that out, it's still up on the channel. So all right, guys, we'll give it a minute or two. Let some people get in here who want to watch us live. Let me bring up the comments on my second monitor. So, are you stuck in a second fear routine? Are you stuck in a second fear routine? We'll probably be touching a lot on my journey today because I'm going to give you guys some examples from my journey about identifying that second fear routine. I haven't watched all of it yet. Thanks for leaving it up. Absolutely, Mint. Absolutely, no problem. Definitely stuck. Had the worst panic attack yesterday. Ambulance and everything. Was super dehydrated. Heart rate was crazy. Been making myself do more, but it's not going down because you're doing it with the attitude of doing more to make it go down, which just it's not going to work, right? I'll be honest with you. You know that we don't sugarcoat things here, right? First and foremost, proud of you for trying to get out of your comfort zone. But secondly, you can't do it with the attitude of trying to make it go down. If you're doing it with that being your dominant attitude, it's just not going to work for you. Let me explain why that is. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. Let me explain why that is. If you're doing it with the attitude of, okay, I'm breaking out of my second fear routine and I'm doing more things and positive behaviors, but the whole time you're thinking to yourself, I'm doing it to make it go down. I want to make it go down, right? If that's your dominant thought, that's a very second fear thought in itself, right? Because you're already priming your limbic system, your amygdala up, because you're thinking to yourself something like, something's here that shouldn't be here. And anytime you send a message of something's here that shouldn't be here, not a good message. Not a message you want to send to the amygdala. I'm not gonna take away from you the fact that you want to recover. That'll always be in the back of your mind, right? Of course, and that's more than okay to have that thought of I'm doing this to want to recover. More than okay to have that thought in your mind. But we got to start to try to practice an accepting inner voice of, okay, it's here. This is an opportunity to retrain, instead of, okay, it's here. I'm doing this so it'll go away. Please go away, right? You can very easily get your amygdala all worked up if your dominant attitude in the moment, especially in the moment, is okay, I'm doing positive behaviors, but it's not going away. I wish it would go away. Stuff like that. So yeah, it just won't work that way. You got to try to pair those thoughts. You said it's thoughts. It could be thoughts. It could be thinking. Whatever. We just got to pair it. We got to pair it with a new attitude of it's okay if it's here. This is an opportunity. right? And we want that to start to become the dominant message there, even if you don't believe it right away. So work on that accepting inner voice. Really try to work on that while you're pushing out of your comfort zone and doing positive behaviors, right? You gotta have both of those two main keys. Live your life and have that accepting sort of attitude towards it, right? Gotta have both of those. So let's see. Let's see. Who we got? Olivia. Hello, Olivia. How you doing? Yes, the roof goal was awesome. Like I said, I was telling Mint, the stream is still up, so go check it out. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. JFK voice. Love it, John. How you doing? Let's see. All right, guys. All right. Let's go ahead and get started, and then we'll read some comments. So, are you stuck in a second fear routine? That is going to be our topic for today. Now, I said that I'm going to give some personal insight to my own journey. I was very much stuck in a second fear routine for a long time, even after I learned about acceptance, right? Even after I learned about how, okay, positive behaviors, mix it up a little bit, have productive days, make yourself do things, and, even if it's just around the house, make yourself do things. Like, even after I learned all that good stuff, right? Like, try to have more of an accepting inner voice, positive behaviors. I still very much had a second fear routine for a very, very long time. And what I mean by that is I knew all of that stuff, but at the same time, my days looked pretty much the same. Right? Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having somewhat of a routine in your life, but my days were very much a second fear routine. What I mean by that is it was pretty much every day waking up and doing the same second fear sort of behaviors day after day, even though I knew the advice, right, and I wasn't using it. It was the same second fear behaviors day after day. Get up, drag myself here, drag myself there, get on Google. Anytime I was triggered by an intrusive thought, Google it, try to put it to rest, do the compulsion, do the coping method, get through the day, struggle the best that I could, do the same things, whether it was A, B, C, right? Same thing, day after day, do the compulsion, do the ritual, get rid of the intrusive thought, or try to, do the compulsion, do the ritual, go do this little thing, go. Same things, same behaviors, same compulsions, same rituals, same coping methods, same inner voice of, oh God, there's that thought, let's do this to get rid of it. Oh gosh, there's that, let's do this compulsion. Same thing pretty much day after day. It was like the movie Groundhog's Day. It was basically just a repeat every single day, and it's just not going to work. It's not going to work. You're not going to get where you want to be if you're living in a second fear routine. You can have all the knowledge in the world, but as long as you still cling so tightly to your rituals and your negative behaviors, such as the compulsions and ABC that you do every single day, and not try to mix it up a little bit, as long as you cling to that negative second fear routine, how are we going to get a new message across, right? How are we going to get a new message across if one day we don't wake up and say it's time to change the routine? Today I'm going to do a little less, and you can go at your own pace. Today I'm going to do a little less of the compulsions. Today I'm going to not grab my phone so quickly for Google. Today I'm going to hold off on doing that particular ritual. Today I'm going to take the trash out. Normally, I don't take the trash out. Let somebody else do it. But you know what? Even though the anxiety's high today, I'm going to take the trash out. And then after that, I'm going to do something a little bit different. Normally, I would go lay on the couch for 4 or 5 hours because I'm feeling rough. But you know what? Today, I'm going to do something a little bit differently. I'm going to go draw. I'm going to go watch a movie. I'm going to go listen to some music. I don't feel like doing these things, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to break out of the negative second fear routine, right? As long as you are stuck in that negative second fear routine and we're not trying to make the appropriate changes to that routine, you end up kind of like a hamster. You ever seen a hamster in a hamster ball? It's kind of what you're doing, bouncing and smacking into one wall after the other and just kind of going back and forth. Like the movie Groundhog's Day, where we get up, we do the same second fear routine day after day. You pop in, you watch a stream, you feel a little bit motivated, but then it's just back to the routine. The routine's got to change, right? You can get all the knowledge that you want from the streams, and knowledge is power, so I'm glad you're here, but at some point the routine's got to change, and that's going to require a lot of forcing yourself to do things you don't normally do. So, for example, I'm laying on the couch a little bit less today. I'm not doing as much Googling today. See how I'm saying as much? Because you don't have to be perfect. We at least need to get you started, though. I'm not doing as many rituals today. I'm not doing as many coping methods, compulsions today. I just let that thought be there today. I am telling myself that this is an opportunity to retrain my brain and that this feeling is just an opportunity. I'm doing that today. I'm doing things slightly different today, right? Normally I wouldn't do this, but I did this. Normally I wouldn't do that, but I did that. Normally I would do this a certain anxious way, but I'm going to do it a different way, right? We got to mix it up. We got to mix it up. We got to change the routine. We got to break out of the routine. Right now you're living in a very second fear routine, and you can't expect change, right? And again, I'm not saying any of this to be a Debbie Downer. I'm just trying to give you the reality of the situation. You can't expect the brain to change, right, if the routine stays the same. How can we send a new message if the behaviors stay the same day after day, week after week, month after month? How can we send a new message if the behaviors stay the same, the routine stays the same, your outlook on anxiety stays the same? You're not trying to change your outlook. You should be, to the accepting inner voice, right? Even if you don't believe it at first, you should be working on it. The routine should be switched up a little bit. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you've got to wake up every day and just fill your day full of activities, and it's got to be something new every single day, and you got to be this popular person who does all these things and travels the world. I'm just saying you got to change the routine a little bit. We need to change the routine from a negative routine to a positive routine, right? There's nothing wrong with routine. It just depends on what your routine is. So there's got to be changes made, because, again, how can we expect to send a new message if the behaviors are the same that they've been for months and years? How can we send a new message if the routine has been the same that it's been for months and years, with negative routine, negative behavior, coping methods, compulsions, rituals? How can we expect to get a new message across to your amygdala that is watching all of this happen? How can we send a new message to the amygdala that's watching if we don't do anything different, if we don't go about things in a different way? So starting today, switch it up a little bit. You know, normally I lay on the couch for 6 hours. Today I only laid on the couch for 3 hours, right? Normally I tell myself that I'm too anxious to do things today, but today I told myself this is an opportunity to retrain, and I went and washed the dishes. That's a point, right? Or, you know, today normally I spend 4 hours on Google. I only spent 2 today. Or today I'm really triggered by something, but I told myself, hey, this is an opportunity to retrain, and I went and I made the bed. You know, I'm grasping for little examples here, but I think you get my point. I don't know what your life is like. I don't know what your daily routine is like as far as what you do. I don't know what your life consists of. But I do know that if you're in a negative second fear routine and you're doing things because that's what anxiety wants you to do, we need to do the opposite. You need to start doing things because it's the opposite of what anxiety wants. Anxiety wants me to lay in bed for 4 hours today because I feel anxious. I'm going to tell myself that it's an opportunity, and I'm going to blast some music. Play some music, right? You don't feel like doing that, but you're doing it because you remind yourself why you're doing it. You're doing it to break out of the negative routine. This is going to take some force, guys. I don't want you to think that I'm sitting here telling you this is the easiest thing in the world. I understand. You know, it's not the easiest thing in the world, but it is very much doable, right? But it's going to take some force. It's going to take some telling yourself, hey, I don't feel necessarily like doing this, but anxiety is there, and I know that's my opportunity to retrain, so I'm going to make myself listen to this music. I'm going to make myself do these things, right? That needs to be the attitude. That can even be your accepting inner voice. Your accepting inner voice can be, hey, perfect opportunity to retrain, and then do something. Break out of the routine. You're just in a routine. That's all this is. You are sending the same message over and over and over again, and we're not getting the results that we want to see because the same message is coming over and over and over again, right? So if you're stuck in a negative routine, it's time to be really honest with yourself. Am I stuck in a negative routine? And if the answer to that question is yes, and you want a better life, you want a better way of living, then you've got to make changes to that routine. You've got to make changes to that routine. Guys, I was stuck in my routine for so long. Every day it was the same thing. Every day it was wake up, compulsions, rituals, do this, do that. I had 5, 10 things I did a day, and they were the same thing. and I only did them because either A, they were necessary, or B, it was just my routine and I was too afraid to do anything else, didn't want to do anything a different way. I was stuck in that routine for so long. I knew all the knowledge but was still stuck in the routine. Same compulsions, same rituals, same coping methods, same activities. Didn't do anything different because I guess I was just too scared to. Eventually you got to switch it up. You got to change it up. You don't feel like breaking out the pen and paper and doing a little drawing today. You like to draw. You used to like to draw. Do it anyway. Force yourself. You don't feel like taking out the trash today, but it's overflowing. Force yourself. You don't feel like listening to music today. Force yourself. You don't feel like making the bed up. Force yourself. You don't feel like cleaning this, cleaning that. Force yourself, right? You don't have to run around in a panic doing these things. You can do them calmly and at your own pace, even though I know you feel bad inside. You don't have to run around in a panic. Oh, God, Wonder Bros said do all these things. One thing at a time. You're just breaking out of the routine. Take it at your own pace, but we've got to break out of the routine, right? Got to break out of the routine, guys. If you want to start to send a new message to your brain, how can we send a new message if the routine stays the same, right? And I'm only telling you this so that hopefully you can come to a realization and you can say to yourself, my goodness, he's right. I've been in the same Groundhog's Day routine for so long, and it's time to do something even a little bit different. If we start with just a tiny bit different, at least we're getting out of the routine. So some key points to take away from this stream. You don't have to rush around in a great panic trying to do everything that I've mentioned today. Just try. Go at your own pace. Just try. Another key point to mention. I know you're not going to feel like doing these things. You're going to feel bad, right? But that's the point. Remind yourself that, hey, yes, I feel under the weather, and that's putting it lightly, right? I understand how intense it can be. Yes, I feel under the weather, but this is an opportunity to retrain. So that's a key point there. You want to keep that perspective. I don't want you to just try to break out of your routine, but the whole time be freaking yourself out mentally, because then you're not using both of the two keys. If you want to use both of the two keys, this is how you do it. Positive behaviors, breaking out of the routine, while reminding yourself, hey, I'm doing this to retrain my brain, right? This is a perfect opportunity. Do you see how that's a huge shift in perspective from I'm doing this so it'll go away, oh God, to I'm doing this to retrain my brain? If it's there, that means this is a perfect opportunity. Do you see how that's a huge attitude shift? Now you're using the two main keys. Right? And you are capable. You are able. Everybody's able to break out of these habits. Everybody's able to break out of this negative second fear lifestyle. But it starts with forcing yourself. We've been using that word kind of strongly here recently because it really does feel like you have to force yourself. It really does feel like you have to force yourself. And even though I'm not a fan of the word, it's true. It does feel like you kind of have to force yourself. It'll be a lot easier, though, while you're forcing yourself to use positive behaviors. It'll be a lot easier if in your mind you're not adding second fear by telling yourself, you know what, this is a perfect opportunity. My brain learns while this crap is turned on. Right? So if you're reminding yourself of that, which is the accepting inner voice, it'll be a lot easier to force yourself to break out of the routine, right? So that's why we've got two keys for a reason. Remind yourself of the truth, accepting inner voice. This is a perfect opportunity, right? That's the accepting inner voice. Then do the positive behaviors. Rinse and repeat as you need, right? So that's the two main keys working together in perfect harmony. If you want to start to send a new message to your brain, you got to break out of the routine, right? You got to break out of this second fear negative routine, and you're capable. You can do it. Our first step is going to be, though, to ask yourself that question. Am I in a negative second fear routine? That's the question. I want all of you in chat to ask yourselves right now. And if the answer to that question is yes, let's start to make some changes, because how are we going to see changes if we don't start to make changes? So don't get stuck in that negative routine for longer than need be. You absolutely can break out of it. You are absolutely capable. You are all amazing and awesome and beautiful people. And I totally believe in you, right? I believe in you with every ounce of my soul. We just got to get you going. It gets easier, man. I promise. It gets easier. But you got to get started. It will get easier. I got you back. We can do this one step at a time, man. One step at a time. All right? I love you guys oh so much. thank you for watching another awesome stream today. You guys so supportive as always. I love you. I love you. I love you. Jesse, we got Jesse in the house. What's up, dude? We're going to turn on some music, and then we're going to get into some of these comments. Looks like we got quite a few good ones today, so let's get some music going. Then we'll address some comments. Maybe we've got some questions, something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Where's our music? Where's our music? Here we go. All right, guys. What do we got comment-wise today? I'm not a fan of that song. There we go. This is our upbeat playlist that we were playing yesterday. We're going to play it again today because I like it, man. I enjoy it. Hope you're all doing great. Barbara says, love you, Barbara. Thank you for stopping by. Charles says, I went to the store with my wife, and it was freaking awesome because I felt every symptom in the book, but I stayed and said, man, whatever. I love it. You found your accepting inner voice, even though it was a simple, man, whatever. It works, whatever, right? You did great, dude. Your brain learned a lot today. It may not feel like it learned a lot today because there's that time lag, right? But rest assured that it learned a ton today. So congrats, dude. Round of applause. Everybody cheer my boy Charles on. Let's see. Hey, Wonder Bro. Oh, second fear routine. This is the stream that I need to hear. This is me. Yes. Yes, this is a stream that a lot of people needed to hear today. But we got to get honest with ourselves. Are you in one? Are you currently in a second fear routine? If yes, we gotta change it up a little bit. We got to change it up a little bit. You know what's really cool? Hello, Kate. I know what's really cool. The fact that you're here. Thank you for joining us. I feel anxiousness all throughout my body right now, but I feel zen as fuck at the same time. Feel like Buddha. Because you're accepting. You might not even have to use an accepting inner voice because you practiced for so long, but maybe you are using an accepting inner voice. As long as you're not adding negativity up here, it's fine. You're just with the symptoms. You're just living your life, right? Congrats. I love it. So much positivity. So much positivity today. There's been a ton of positivity past few streams, actually. Hello, everyone. Stilettos, hello. I feel pretty, oh so pretty and fine. There you go, John. That's one way to put it. I went out yesterday and I enjoyed myself. Love to hear it, Stilettos. Keep at it. Whatever you decide to do in your life, just work on that accepting inner voice, those positive behaviors, right? You are on the right track. Is the roof on fire? Asked Jesse. How do I take that comment? The roof is no longer, or soon will no longer be on fire. It'll be repaired. It'll be fixed up. Thanks to you, lovely people. I love you guys. I'm doing this to retrain my brain, Wonder Bro. That's so good. I'm going to write that down. Hey, write it down. Write it down up here. Do what you got to do, right? It's a accepting perspective. If you guys want to come on the streams and I say something like, oh, your accepting inner voice can be, I'm doing this to retrain my brain, and then you're following that with positive behaviors, if you want to steal that, steal it. Steal away. Steal it and use it as your accepting inner voice. I don't care, right? Use whatever you want to use. Steal my examples. That's what they're here for, right? That's what they're here for. How have you been, Jesse? I've missed you, dude. It's been a while. Neuroplasticity. That's such a cool word. Is real. Absolutely. Your brain is always willing to learn. It is. It is a lot quicker than you think, too, if you get started and really stick to it. The roof is on fire. But we don't need no water. Let that motherfucker burn. There you go. There you go. Chat's got some energy today. Chat's got some energy today. I see. It's all about, man, it's all about getting to a point where you really open your eyes. Where you really open your eyes and you can admit some things to yourself, right? You can say, you know what? He's right. I have been in that negative routine. I have lived in a very second fear negative routine with my behaviors pretty much every day. It's no wonder I'm not making the progress I want to see, right? So it's going to come down to being open and honest with yourself. We can't really do much until that part is done. We how can we expect to make changes if we can't be open and honest with ourselves, right? So that's going to be your first big step, is to say, hey, after watching this stream today, is he right? Am I in a second fear routine? Right? Got to be honest about it. Got to be honest about it. Happy to be alive, man. Love to hear it, John. Glad that you're here with us, dude. Good, just been secretly watching the next guru on here. I missed you, Jesse. Missed you, man. Yeah, I wanted to come with a strong stream today. These streams have been so amazing and awesome here recently. I did a YouTube short, actually, before I went live, like not even an hour ago. If you guys want to check that out, it should be up on the channel right now. It was inspired by a viewer's comment, actually, about how long they had been in the cycle for a bit, and they felt like maybe that had some sort of say-so on their recovery, and it doesn't. Spoiler alert, without even having to watch the short, the answer is it doesn't. Doesn't matter how long you've been in the cycle. Does not matter. That's totally irrelevant. Your brain is ready and willing to learn at just about the same pace as everyone else's, right? My video won't load, but I can see the comments. Somebody might need to tell Sherry maybe to just close her app completely and try to bring it back up. That usually fixes the problem. How meditation helps. I don't really use terms like meditation because it's all the same thing, right? It's a state of acceptance. It's a state of acceptance. So if you're using those two main keys, if you're using those positive behaviors and you've got the accepting inner voice, you're practicing that accepting inner voice, then you're doing what some people might call meditation or mindfulness, or it's all the same thing. It all accomplishes the same thing, right? So I don't use those terms because they just tend to confuse people. If you're using those two keys, you're on that right track, right? If you're more interested in something like that, you could try searching up Vacate Fear anchoring, where I talk about anchoring technique, but it's all the same thing. If you're using those two keys and you're working on it, that is enough. That is enough. You can make substantial progress. Just got my nails done. I love it, Sherry. Try restart. Yes. Or might need to change the quality. That's true too. If you've got the quality cranked up too much, sometimes it'll cause your stream to freeze up. Got it fixed. Awesome. Hello, Sherry. Hello. Yo, thank you for the $5 cash app, dude. I appreciate you. Show some love in the chat. Thank you, yo. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you. Show some love, guys. Show some love. I really like the hype music we've been having recently. Legit, just mastering your mind. It's a way of coming into an accepting inner voice, an accepting attitude towards your thoughts and feelings, right? So a lot of these terms just equal same thing. Same thing. I feel it is much easier to tell people two keys than it is to use all these big fancy terms that people have false beliefs about. I feel like it's much easier just to put it like the two keys. Okay, stilettos. Thank you for the $5 tip. Appreciate you. Apparently it is stilettos. Interesting username. Yo. Thinking about making an over reverse mullet. Party at the front, business at the back. There you go. There you go, dude. I like it. Yeah, guys, if you've got any questions for us at this point in the stream, always feel free to ask. No such thing as a stupid question. Yeah, I gotta see that. Going to the hair store, you guys enjoy your day, get some sun. Hey, that's awesome. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your day. Whatever decisions, choices you make, you know that we've got your back. Switch to post stream just for a second here. What day is the roof starting? Sometime next week. I'll know a certain day on Monday. That's when he'll be back at work and he can talk to him. They don't work weekends, so Monday when their job starts back up, he'll be able to talk to him and get me a specific day. How you doing, Olivia? It's hot here in Texas, y'all. I believe it, dude. I believe it. 100%. Hey, no matter what ups and downs come your way, Stilettos, keep at it. Come at you like a spider monkey. Oh, Sky. Oh, Sky. Yeah, it was gonna be later on, like at the end of the month or starting next month, but after last night, it can start a lot sooner. Hopefully next week. That's what I was told, so it can now that we hit our goal. Keep going about your business with an accepting attitude, but you're squeezing your fist and checking your pulse out of habit. Does this stuff need to be cut out? Yes. Of course, you're allowed to go at your own pace, but you really should cut any sort of negative compulsions like that out, because if there's not a real danger, which there's not, right, would you be squeezing your fist so tightly and checking your pulse? Probably not, right? I'm good, thank you. How are you? I am great. Thank you for asking. I missed this roof story. What happened? You can see a live stream where I was showing off some of my roof. It's in pretty bad shape. Long story short, we've had a roof goal going for months now. We were trying to raise enough to get my roof repaired. Posted a video of literally water coming through my living room ceiling into my floor. Yeah, it was messy. It was bad. Not a good time. And I started a roof goal a few months ago, and last night we hit the roof goal, which means I'll be able to get work on that started very, very soon, whenever he's ready, which I heard would be around next week. So I'm very excited. I won't be living on the fucking streets now, thank God, due to you beautiful people. So I'm very excited and very happy. Very excited and very happy. Thought it was some epic story like lightning struck it. Oh no, definitely not. It's a story of 40 years of neglect. It's a story of 40 years of neglect. Yeah. So nothing epic. Must be complicated to have through. Can you still wait at home when it's getting done? Yeah. You don't have to leave your home or anything to get the roof repaired. You can still be at home. It's not too complicated. I just had to do it in halves because there's no way I could have raised enough to do the worst half of it in time. There would have been no way. I could have just tried to raise it all at once, but when it's already leaking and there's water coming in your home, you can't really waste too much time. Like, you got to get on the ball pretty quickly, or else it's going to turn into a pretty big disaster. So that's why I had to do it in half. Once you get to the point of full-blown leaks, yeah, you don't have much. Time is not on your side. Time is not on your side. So we raised the goal for half, and I'll be able to get the worst half done. It's not too complicated. He'll stop his work whenever he's hit half of it. Why does OCD started to change topics? OCD jumps from theme to theme, and OCD is the same as anxiety, right? It's just different labels. It jumps from theme to theme, right? To try to get you to fight or flight in some way. to get you to fight or flee in some way. It doesn't care what theme it picks as long as it can get you to fight, right? So that's why it tries different things. So just accept whatever comes, because it doesn't matter really. If it's just going to change anyway, then why fight with any of it? How do I learn to accept my symptoms? So the first step is going to be that accepting inner voice, right? The first step is going to be that accepting inner voice. You're going to want to tell yourself a different story. You're going to need to tell yourself, hey, anxiety learns while anxiety's turned on, so this is a good thing. This is an opportunity that I feel this way. And while you're telling yourself these accepting things, you want to break out of the routine. You want to do the positive behaviors, live your life, drop the coping methods, drop the compulsions, right? Let's see. Drink some, Chris? You probably could, the way that it was pouring in, actually. You probably could have stuck your face under it and got yourself a drink. That's the scary part. Of course, we did a rough patch job on that to stop it from screwing everything up, but patch job's not going to last very long. But it doesn't matter because we hit our goal, and we're going to get that taken care of. Must be scary. It was very scary. In fact, it was very, very terrifying. But we started our goal and we hit our goal, and all the terror is behind us. All the terror is behind us. Thanks to you, beautiful people. Thank you so much. Of course, Moon. No problem. Yeah, it's just going to pick different things to try to get you to fight or flee. It doesn't matter. It doesn't care what it picks. Doesn't matter what it picks, right? It's just trying to get you, trying to get your attention. Nah, not with the rain we've been having here recently. A patch job's not going to hold up. But yeah, that's why I'm doing only half, because he could have quoted me on the whole thing, and the whole thing does need to be done, but I could only really reach a goal of half in the time frame that I needed to reach it, right? Like if I had 2 years to raise a goal, that would have been fine. I didn't have 2 years. The worst half of the roof needed to be done very quickly, so didn't have much time to raise the goal. So I figured it'd be much better just to do half. All right, guys, 1 second. We're going to switch to BRB for just a moment, but I will be right back. Hello, beautiful people. Pardon the interruption. We have returned. Are we talking about CBD in the chat? Yeah, big difference between Xanax and CBD for sure. Let's see. So true, TBH. Right now I'm feeling all the anxiety in my body from going out this morning, which makes me feel all the stiff and all the muscle tension. So the fear comes in that I can't move my body. So get up and move it. Get up and move it. Get up and move it. Get up and have a dance. Do the opposite of what anxiety wants you to do, right? Middle finger. Everybody put their middle finger up to the anxiety, right? You don't have to do what anxiety wants you to do, and that's really the point of showing your brain something new. That's really the point of sending a new message, right? We gotta send a new message. We gotta send a new message that says to the brain, hey, I don't need the protection. I'm up and I'm living, right? Which comes back to the main point of the stream, breaking out of the routine. He said I smell bad. So, let's see. I'm new here. Well, welcome, Moon Lee. Try to understand the concept. So when my intrusive thought I should say it's my OCD thought. I'm not reacting. Then go and do something according to my routine, even if I have panic. Pretty much, you got it. You got it. I would keep it even shorter, to be honest. If an intrusive thought comes, you could simply say something like, okay, I'm going to show my brain that that thought's not a danger. How? By telling yourself that instead of fighting with it, you're just going to show your brain that thought's not a danger. Let the thoughts and feelings be there, and go do your new positive routine, right? And you will show your brain that that thought is not deserving of the alarm that it's giving you, right? Excellent, excellent. You catch on quick. You catch on quick. What do you guys think? Do you think it's a pizza day? Do you think I should order a pizza? Not gonna lie, I'm starting to get a little hungry. Maybe it's a pizza day. Maybe it is a pizza day. Bum 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 bum. I've had pizza for 2 days straight, so I'm opposed. Yeah, you're probably a little burnt out on it by now, I'd say. I don't know, I gotta get some lunch. I gotta get something. Haven't had pizza in a minute since the last time I ordered it on live stream. So maybe we will go with pizza for dinner, lunch, dinner, whatever you want to call it. I eat whatever, whenever. I don't stick to a breakfast, lunch, dinner routine. I'm just like, hey, I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat something. That's okay, right? That's an okay way to do it. Gonna continue do some gardening once it cools off outside. I love it, Kate. Sounds like the perfect plan to me. I would be ordering from a East Coast chain that most of you have probably never heard of. It's sort of a local thing. It'd be Pizza Plus. You're asking me, a retired college athlete who had to eat mainly veggies and clean meats for 12 years, if you should get pizza, do it. I love it. I love it. Fight the power, right, Charles? Fight the power. Fight the power. Man, life's too short. You met the roof goal. I missed it. How did that happen? So happy for you. We did hit the roof goal. So basically, I got some exciting news that he actually had some openings next week, which I didn't know. But at the same time, it was exciting news, but it wasn't, because I was like, holy crap, I can't hit roof goal by next week. Like, there's no way. So I figured, you know what? We'll just do a stream last night, marathon stream for roof goal, and just see if we can get a little closer. We were about 1,500 short. So I was like, you know what? See what happens. Got on there. We had a steady stream of tips, and at around about 300, we had a random $1,200, well, maybe not random, but we had a $1,200 tip come in from Darcy, and everybody knows the legend Darcy. She comes in, I'm assuming it's a she. I don't know. They never chat, which makes them even more mysterious. We had a $1,200 tip from them, and the tip note said, here's half of the roof. And yeah, we hit roof goal just like that. I mean, it was absolutely mind-blowing. So looks like I will be able to take him up on his opening next week after all. We'll find out on Monday when they return to work, and we're able to ask again if he still wants to aim for next week. So either way, it's going to be done, though, whether he tells me next week or 2 weeks from now. Either way, we've got roof goal, and it's going to be done. So the sooner the better with all this rain that we're getting. But I am excited. Yeah, I did not see that coming. Did not think that was going to happen. Just absolutely blew me away. I have to hear Pizza Plus one more time. I know. Everyone gets so curious, though. They all want to know where I'm getting my pizza from. So they all want to know. It's burning curiosity. Where does Wonder Bro get his pizza from? Where, oh where? Now for the second part of the roof. Yeah, I'm not even thinking about it at the moment. I'm just basking in the glory of getting the worst half done, you could say. But once that all clears out and that's all finished and done, then I'll turn my focus. I'll get another quote from the same guy and see what we're working with, and blah blah blah. We'll go from there. But right now I'm just basking in the celebration of getting the worst half done. I even told myself, like, if I got to climb up there and put some tarps down on the other half that's not done, I will do that. I will tarp it up if I have to, just to buy more time. But yeah, I'm trying not to think that far ahead. I'm just excited that the worst half is going to be done. Thank you guys for that so much, so much. You have no idea how much it means to me. Oh, stretch. Costco has a decent pizza and it's cheap. I don't know if I've ever ate pizza from Costco. Probably, maybe, I would say. I've ate a lot of pizza in my life. Bubba from Forrest Gump, he does. He sure does love his shrimp, and I sure do love my pizza. That is true. That is true. Gonna get pizza today. It's not the healthiest thing in the world, but if you do decide to get pizza today, then I can't say I blame you. I can't say I blame you. I personally am not over here worried too much about the health side of things. So that's just me. That's just me. I don't even know if I'll end up going that route. Yeah, I don't know what he'll say, Olivia. Once they actually get up there and start working on this half of it, I'm sure they can take a look at the other half a little bit better and, give me a time frame or something, how long he thinks it'll hold up. But like I said, even if I've got to climb up there and put some tarps down just to give myself an extra year or whatever, I'll do it, because this is too much money to spend on half of it, only to have the other half, hopefully not, but only to have the other half give me some trouble. So if I got to climb up there and preserve it by putting some tarps on it, I'll do that before I let anything like that happen. So, but it should all work out. Should all work out now. Should all work out. 2 number 9s, a number 9 large. Quoting GTA San Andreas. When you were going through your journey, were you married or with someone? If so, how did they take it? I was not married. I've never been married. I've definitely been, I've definitely had partners while going through anxiety, but the strongest bout of sensitization that I ever went through, no, I was not in a relationship. I wouldn't have been able to bear it, probably. I'm sure he'll do that. I mean, even if I have to get somebody to do it, or I'll do it, I'll climb up there and I'll throw some tarps on that other half if it buys me more time. Too much money to waste on half of it only to have the other half fall through or some shit, but that ain't gonna happen. We're good. We'll get it done. I don't know. I'm so hungry though. I don't think I can wait on a delivery. I might just go get something. I might just get off my lazy ass and go make something. Well, see, I was never very open with the people in my personal life about my journey, so I don't know how open I would have been with a girlfriend. Knowing me, probably not very open, and I don't know how that would have affected the relationship, but I have Hawaiian plus mushrooms, please. Mint, really? Blah. That's all I have to say about that. You're gonna throw pineapples and mushrooms on a pizza? Mint. At that point, just have something different. Don't have pizza. Pizza's not pizza unless it's dripping with grease, stuffed with cheese, and meats. Not pineapples, not fruit, not mushrooms, mint. Do you ever cook for yourself? If you count the microwave and the air fryer, then I am a 5-star chef. Then I am a 5-star. But if you're talking like, we gonna make a tater tot casserole or something, it ain't gonna happen. Because I don't know what I'm doing. That's the biggest reason I don't know what I'm doing. Olivia says, pineapple's not for pizza. Disgusting. She's going straight for the throat. I have to agree with Olivia, but hey, we've all got preferences, right? I mean, if Mint wants to eat disgusting pizza, then she's allowed to eat disgusting pizza, and that's okay. We can order her one for herself, and she can eat it in the shame corner with the rest of the people that eat pineapple on pizza. Dude, Lincoln, hold everything except for like meat lovers, right? Like just cheese and meat lovers, just hold everything else. Don't need it. Don't need it, don't want it, get it out of here. Hope the microwave never blows up. It did once, and I had to buy a new one. It's so savory and nice. But at that point, is it really pizza? I mean, if you're just eating pizza with some pineapple and mushrooms on it, is it really pizza at that point, or is it just some sort of exotic dish? Kate's got the right idea. Just pizza, pepperoni and cheese, and extra cheese. That's all you need. And a ton of grease. That's all you need for a good pizza. Pineapple and mushrooms on pizza is the best. I'll join. Okay, well, Style Alert and Mint can go sit in the corner of shame and eat their exotic pizza. And eat their exotic pizza. Pineapple adds a little freshness. But see, that's the thing. We're not trying to add freshness. We want it to be like clogging our arteries, right? That's what a pizza is. We want to clog our arteries. We want to try to fuck ourselves up as much as possible. Now, that's real pizza. The moment you start saying, oh, well, don't put as much cheese and have healthy crust and put some pineapple on there, some fruits and veggies, and then we're not talking pizza anymore. We're just not talking pizza anymore at that point. Pizza, real pizza, should make you feel 2 breaths away from death by the time you eat the whole thing. Right? Now that's real pizza. That is real pizza. Like if I can get up off the couch after I'm done eating the pizza, then it wasn't real pizza. I should not be able to move when I'm done. I should not be able to move when I'm finished. I should not feel refreshed after having a pizza. I should feel horrible about myself. That's what makes a pizza a pizza. Kate spiced it up with that pepperoni. She's getting wild. Calm down now. Getting wild adding pepperoni on that. I hate pepperoni. See, how can you hate pepperoni and claim that you like pizza? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. I used to add jalapenos to my pizza in my college. Now, there is certain toppings I can agree with. But really, all you need for a good pizza is pepperoni and cheese. Everything else is just a bonus. Unless we're talking about pineapples and olives and all that stuff, then you're ruining everything. Extra meats is okay, but anything else, not okay. Man, we've been on this topic for a while. Imagine being new to the channel and not understanding how the main topic works and the post stream works. You just come in there like, what are you doing? This has nothing to do with what the title says. You're just talking about pizza for 20 minutes. Yeah, we're not going to subscribe to this. I imagine that's happened before. I imagine that's how that's been at times. Alright guys, be right back. Continue your pizza talk. Hello, hello, I've returned. Guys, I couldn't do it. I couldn't help myself. I had to order a pizza. Had to do it. Too much pizza talk. Too much talk of, what'd Kate say? She wants to be in cardiac arrest. Yeah, too much pizza talk. I couldn't pass it up. Just couldn't do it, man. Couldn't resist. So we're gonna take my phone off mute here. Turn that volume up, because they're gonna call me when they get here. And we're gonna wait on our pizza together. We're gonna wait on our pizza together. They said I was like first, or almost first, or at the top of the list or something. I don't know. It shouldn't take long. So I just couldn't resist, guys. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it, man. See, pizza's never given me heartburn, Charles. That's one thing I'm thankful for. We're gonna talk about what we're grateful for today. That's one thing I'm grateful for today. Pizza has never given me heartburn. Mr. Rogers was a vegetarian, but he didn't tell anyone what to eat. Yeah. I can appreciate that. I can appreciate everybody's opinions. I can appreciate everyone's lifestyles, but there's no need to try to force it on other people, right? Personally, I don't think there's any call for that. What day are they working on your roof, Wonder Bro? Not exactly sure. I know that they return to work on Monday, so he'll be able to talk to the guy on Monday. He just said next week. He can start around next week. But Monday, when he's got a chance to actually talk to him again, maybe we'll have a more, right on the dot day. So I'll be sure to try to keep you guys updated on that, of course. Of course. What pizza did you order? I ordered a large pepperoni, just cheese and pepperoni, and light pizza sauce. I'm not a huge fan of pizza being smothered in sauce so much that it's too tangy, right? I hate too tangy. Nah, I can't do it. So I ordered light pizza sauce as I normally do, pepperoni and cheese, and it was a special, so that bad boy is coming with a large cheese stick on the side. I think people should make their own decisions. Couldn't agree more. And everybody does make their own decisions, right? At the end of the day, so why try to force that? There's a difference between trying to force somebody to do things your way and just offering a different, view. Maybe they will. Maybe they'll change their perspective, and maybe they won't, and that's okay too. That is okay too. I'm grateful for my lovely house my parents and I are living in. I love it. Visited my aunt's house, and I love my aunt, but I just couldn't imagine living in a house so cramped. Yeah, I gotta have my space, right? It's not even really that. It's not so much for me about having my space. It's like I could do a small space if people leave me alone. Privacy. That's what I'm trying to say. That's the word I'm looking for. As long as I got my privacy, I'm good. Also, guys, do not sweat the tip goal today. I am not concerned about tip goal. We've got a get out of jail free pass already from Pandemonium, who over tipped us yesterday, or maybe it was the day before. I think it was yesterday. So we got to get out of jail free pass on that. I am not worried about tip goal, and especially after last night's stream where we hit roof goal. We're buzzing today. Do not sweat the tip goal. We're just here hanging out. That will not count against the streak that you all have worked so hard for. So do not worry about that. Just enjoy, sit back, enjoy, relax. That's what we're doing today. And now we're waiting on Pazza. Now we are waiting on Pazza. Hey, we're always happy to have you here, dude. Appreciate you. Appreciate ya. We actually have Baja Blast in the house, which I'm not gonna lie, makes it a little difficult to stick to my 1 can of Mountain Dew every other day instead of 5 a day. I'm not gonna lie, that makes it a bit difficult. Did you make all of these overlays yourself, or did you buy them looking to start streaming myself? Streamlabs got a cool thing where you can change the text, fonts, and I downloaded the fonts and everything, and I just found the images off Google, put them on loop, so yeah, you could say I made them myself, but they're nothing special. I just use the tools that are there and grab things online to use. But you could actually pay someone to do it for you, and they can do it like really legit. They can do it really legit. Gotta go. Nice chatting. Hey, dude. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. It's about that time in the stream anyway. We're going to start winding down here in a few. Pizza will be here soon. We're going to eat some lunch. Is my playlist over? Not quite. Have a great day, everyone. Take care. Congratulations on the roof on the bro. Enjoy the pizza. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you, Sky, for all of the positive comments today. Yeah, man, all that pizza talk, I just couldn't help myself. What can I say? I gave in to the peer pressure. I'm gonna blame it. I'm blaming it on you guys. I'm blaming it on you guys. Hopefully you make a better choice with what you have for dinner today, Sky. Don't follow my lead on the diet. Don't do it. Show some of that section of a roof after it's replaced. Absolutely, it'll be like more than half of it. Well, not more than half, but it will be half of it. So not just that little section that you've seen there. It'll be the whole half. All right, you guys. I'm going to wind it down here. We've got pizza on the way. I'm going to eat some lunch. Thank you guys so much for an amazing stream. We're going to use our get out of jail free card from Pandemonium, so we're not worried about that tip goal today. Thank you guys. Awesome stream. Love you so much. I'm sure I'll see you very, very soon. And until next time, as always, stay awesome.